Hey, so this video is about the city of Bristol trying to get my water shut off, despite me not owing any money. So, yeah, the banking has been weird since I got out. A bunch of these utility companies require me to either come down there directly and give them money or call them up and give them money. They won't do the auto pay, they won't do the online pay because I miss so many payments. I personally think it's like a mechanism to shame people who miss payments, but regardless, it's kind of a policy I found that's across a bunch of the utilities and even my mortgage company, where until the past due has been paid up, you have to call in your payments, whatever. So I go down, it's the first of the month, I go down, I want to catch up on all my bills, I want to make sure I'm all good. I go down to the water company, or the whatever, water and sewer place, and I'm like, you know, I want to pay my bill. I didn't get a bill from you guys this month. I want to make sure I'm on paper. I don't want to be on paperless because I'm not on auto pay. I want to make sure that everything's good and that I'm getting the bills and whatever. And the lady's like, oh, you don't owe me any money, but your water's turned off. I'm like, my water's not turned off. She's like, well, it says in my computer your water's turned off. I said, well, why would my water be turned off if I don't owe you any money? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I have to go talk to my manager. So she comes back and she's like, well, you don't owe us any money, but we have to send someone out to look at your curb because your water's supposed to be off right now and it's not off. I said, why is my water supposed to be off? And she said, well, you owed us money. And I said, when did I owe you money? And she was like, well, like 4 or 5 months ago. I said, so my water's been on this whole time. Why would my water be getting turned off if I don't owe you any money now, but I owed you money 4 or 5 months ago? And she gets like her eyes go crazy. Her eyes literally, she looked like a psychopath. And this dude stands up and she's like, you can leave now. And I was like, dumbfounded. I was dumbfounded. They wasted like a half hour of my time standing there, like going over my bill. And I'm like, why are you guys reading all these notes in there? Just tell me what I owe you. And she's like, you don't owe us anything.
In 2 miles, use the left 2 lanes to take the Connecticut 72 East, I-84 East exit toward New Britain, Hartford.
It makes no sense. I don't owe you any money, but you're trying to turn my water off. And since my water's not off, you have to come out to my house and turn my water off. And I don't owe you any money. And this is, and like literally, like there's this dude there who looks like an undercover cop standing there grilling me. And this lady with absolutely psychotic eyes is just saying this shit that makes no fucking sense to me. And you know, whatever. This is what you deal with when you live in a corrupt state of union workers. And these people aren't even union. This is the funny part. So the water department is non-union, meaning they don't hire union pipe fitters. They made a deal with the union that they can hire whoever they want for public utility work, and they hire exclusively unlicensed guys, except like they got like 1 or 2 guys in the office who are licensed plumbers, but all the rest of the staff are unlicensed, you know, whatever, off-duty cops, whatever, whoever wants to make an extra $50 an hour, I guess.
In half a mile, use the left 2 lanes to take the Connecticut 72 East, I-84 East exit toward New Britain, Hartford.
Union, which is like this huge contract that is another act of corruption, because any guy who's working on plumbing work should have a...
Use the left 2 lanes to take the Connecticut 72 East exit, then merge onto Connecticut 72 East.
If you work for the town of Bristol, you don't need a plumbing license, because they made a back deal, handshake deal with the union, saying that the union isn't going to press the city to make sure all their guys are licensed. and that way the union gets away with their own corrupt bullshit, and everybody's happy except for the poor, exploited, non-union, non-government worker who is arbitrarily targeted by organized crime operating within these institutions. And that's exactly what's happening.
Continue on I-84 East for 8 miles.